I am very certain that my body refuses to eat any of this street food or food in this city. Guys, I literally went to a taco stand on the west side. I brought the food. The food's right here. The food's right here. I brought the food on this side of town. I started to eat it over there, and I started to feel very dizzy and very weak, and my stomach started to turn and started to react very fastly. And next thing you know, I felt like I had that stomach virus once again, and then I started throwing up. I'm not accusing the taco Mexican stand that's on 64th Street and Broadway. I'm not accusing them for cross-contaminating, but I told the guy, listen, I don't eat meat, so please don't touch any meat, brother. I want the veggies on the taco. I don't want sour cream, no dairy, no cheese, just the veggies, right? He makes it, I come over here, I eat it, and I start throwing up. So with that said, everyone, I've been trying to find food for a budget, and I found a taco stand that sells 3 tacos, burrito tacos, for $4, and I just wasted $5 by tipping the guy $1, but it could be possible that that guy literally contaminated my food. So yeah, everybody, my stomach, my body is not literally handling the food well in this city. I'm literally getting thrown up all the time. I'm literally being very panache. I'm saying that word wrong. I am hesitating to eat all the time now. I'm afraid to eat. Literally, guys, I was afraid to eat this morning, and I was afraid to eat this lunch. I didn't eat breakfast or lunch, but I was afraid to, so I said I'm gonna wait until I'm done to the end of the day to eat, so my body feels cleanish enough to eat. So I'm not trying to force my body to eat, but I am trying to get my body to recognize certain foods that I need to eat. So I try to do something different, and I end up getting sick in the process, meaning that it could just be that whatever's in the water in New York City, I don't know what's going on, but my body is not tolerating any of the food here. Only at certain places it would tolerate. Like, for instance, that ramen bowl at the ramen shop. There's nothing wrong with the ramen or the bowl. It was just too much shiitake mushrooms that gave off that umami flavor. And sometimes that umami flavor is so overpowering that it literally defeats the purpose of eating the rest of the ramen. And this is why I wrote that review on Google and Yelp about the ramen spot. I gave it a 4-star, don't get me wrong, but like, stuff like that makes me dizzy. When I eat too much of the same food, and it's too much of it, because honestly, the bowl of ramen had too much shiitake mushrooms in it, like too many shiitake mushrooms in it, that like I literally was lightheaded for a second. I wrote that in my review, by the way. You're gonna read that if you want, but I'm telling you guys, something's wrong with me. Literally, something about my digestion system is not working very well with the food in the city. This is several times that I ate something here and I didn't feel well and got sick. So, like I said, I don't know if it's the water or people not washing their hands or what is going on, but I literally still have that food right here, guys. I literally have those tacos right here. I'm about to ask this guy if he wants the food. Yeah, Miss All, the ramen broth was healthy, but it had too much umami flavor. That is so... Umami is a very, very powerful MSG substance. It's a natural... First of all, you don't need to add umami into your food. You can use shiitake mushrooms or any food that... Or seaweed, on that matter. Or bump... Or... I got the word on the tip of my tongue. Kombu has... Imagine kombu. You guys heard of kombu before, right? It's that piece of hard sheet that looks like seaweed, and it is seaweed, but it has so much umami flavor that you can reuse it over and over again. Well, shiitake mushrooms has the same amount of umami flavor if you know how to flavor the mushrooms, right? But let's go back to what happened tonight. I literally was just trying to find the cheapest food I can buy, and I found the taco stand, $4 tacos, and I told the guy, please do not cross-contaminate. I cannot afford to. And I feel like he did not listen. Maybe he, I don't know, maybe he didn't realize that, or maybe, I don't know. I cannot say because I wasn't paying attention, because there was so much activity on Broadway today that, like, it literally, traffic was backed up for hours on Broadway because of construction, and there was no traffic police. And I wasn't going to make this video until I got sick. And now I'm feeling like shit right now. I'm literally feeling like I'm not myself. I'm feeling my stomach is feeling like, oh, Panda, you just made a mistake, friend. You should never brought those tacos. So with that said, everyone, I just want to report in and let you guys know, it's like, street food in New York City, you have to be extremely freaking careful. It is really a dangerous point when people are not... Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. How many times can a guy that owns one of these food carts go to a bathroom and wash their hands? They're supposed to have a wash hand center inside the cooking station. But I don't see them washing their hands when they're done with one customer to another customer. Then they're touching money. Then they're physically touching money. That could be the problem. Physically touching money and not washing their hands. So with that said, everyone, I'm just sharing that I probably got food poisoning. Lucky for me, I just stopped at that one taco. As soon as I ate half that taco, I was done. Yes, I still have 2 tacos and a half, because it's only 3 tacos. So, yeah, I had to stop. So I'm still getting finished eating, and I'm about to give the food away because I don't trust it. If that is getting me sick, then I can't eat it. That's a waste of money. So I am going to leave a review on that food truck, because they do have a review on Yelp, and because they have to register with the state of New York City. Yes, if you don't know that, all food carts should be registered under the NYC Food Administration Act in New York City, whatever that department is. So everyone has an NYC license. And they still, this is why I said, people, please be careful when you eat food in New York City, especially the fact. If you guys didn't see my review or my videos about me being food poisoned for a whole month, you should check back about maybe a week or 2 weeks ago before my birthday. I was still food poisoned after 3 weeks. That's how bad it was. So I'm asking the audience, and I'm asking the tourists, I'm asking the people in New York City, please ask your fellow man or woman that owns a food cart to please wash their hands every time they deal with a different customer. Because I feel like when you touch money, you touch credit cards, you touch anything, you're passing off diseases and dirt and all types of shit that could be linked on those credit cards, debit cards, or cash. Now people say, oh, you can't catch a disease with cash. Yes, I'm pretty sure you can. Come on. Like, if I was to put feces on a dollar bill, you're not going to get sick from that feces? FYI, I'm sorry I said that, but think about it. With that said, everyone, I'm not feeling good. I might go to Queens, and it's supposed to rain tonight too. Oh my fucking panda. Yeah, it's supposed to rain between now and midnight. So this is why. Oh wow, you see no homeless out here sleeping. You really don't see homeless out here sleeping tonight, because that fucking guy yesterday bothering these people. I stayed up all night and all day today. Guys, I haven't slept since yesterday. That's right. I've been up for 2 days. I've been up for 2 days. Keep that in mind. I have not gone to sleep yet. I went to a job agency today. I waited. I signed up. I waited. They never called me. They never fucking gave me a job to do today. But I saw a listing in the newspaper That's when I went today and he said, hey, you got a whole bunch of job openings right now, dude. He said, oh, we got something, might got something for you. And no, they don't have nothing for me. But with that said, everyone, I'm gonna get going. I'm not feeling good. I might go to Long Island City because it's much safer there than this Manhattan. Because obviously Manhattan is full of rich people that don't want homeless people in their communities. This is why I told you guys, if you guys don't pay attention to your maps, if you look at the community refrigerator maps, there's no community refrigerator in these rich neighborhoods. That goes from all the way up here, all the way down to lower Manhattan. I just showed you that before. I'm going to show you guys again. There's no community refrigerator in these rich neighborhoods. They do not want them here. They don't even want the homeless here. You witnessed that last night with the men. Come on, dude. You claim that you live here. You don't know what's going. You don't know what DHS is doing with the homeless people right now. Come on, friend. With that said, everyone, harassment is a serious thing when it comes down to violating someone's human rights. Last night, people got their rights violated, and everyone that walked by stood and just watched this man attack homeless people. You call yourselves New Yorkers, allowing this man to abuse his wealth and his entitlement to tell an individual to go away out of his name. First of all, as taxpayers, we pay for this park. Everyone is entitled to come to this park. This is an open public park. Why is one man telling another 3 homeless men to get off my park? It's not your park. It's everybody's park. Everyone has a say. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, please, did you know you can go to jail for assault? So if I were you, ladies and gentlemen, stop assaulting people in the city here. I'm witnessing that all the time now. Constantly, all the time. I'm being assaulted for no fucking reason. Why? So, ladies and gentlemen, what you saw last night is the real deal. That happens all the time. In these neighborhoods, people don't want the homeless in these neighborhoods, but you cannot kick out the homeless off this public ground that the city and Parks Department own. Therefore, you have no adjudication, I'm saying that word wrong, no authorization to tell another human being that they have to leave the park. First and foremost, someone said that in the comments last night and said that I'm wrong. A person does have a right to tell someone to leave. On what authority? On what account? What legal standpoint? What legal representation that you have to tell an individual about their human and civil rights where they cannot and cannot be in a public place? In a public park that says no loitering, no trespassing. The only time you're not supposed to loiter in the park is after 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Those are only Central Park's rules. But guess what? There are a bunch of homeless people sleeping in Central Park. One guy's sleeping on that rock right there. One guy's sleeping there. Mind you, he's white. That man did not attack a white homeless man. He attacked black African Americans or black African or African Americans. I don't know their nationality, but they were black. They were skin of color. That man targeted people. That was a racist motive attack. That goes to show you the entitlement in this city. No, I'm not angry about it because I'm too sick right now to even yell and scream and yell and go on and vent out my frustrations. My frustration has been vented out already. I already explained to you guys about New York. And by the way, I want to ask the audience, what's the point of having social media if you don't want to get contacted through social media, but you want to follow me? So recently, a bunch of people wanted to know my Instagram that I met here in New York City, right? Let me tell you that story. And today I post one post about food. It's supposed to help you understand that you need to eat healthier. I'm not forcing you to. I'm just trying to encourage you to think about it. One person said, I need you to stop sending these posts. I'm like, but this is the second time I've only seen you to post. The first post was about signing a bill. If you guys have been watching my Instagram, it's a bill that California wants to pass to help people with overdosing. So, and I signed that bill. And I'm asking you guys to sign that bill. And this guy was like, I don't want to sign. He said, I don't want you posting. I was like, don't you care about people? Wait. You're a filmmaker and you're saying you don't want to see all of this. But filmmakers are storytellers. They're documentarians. They're journalists. They are the writers. They are the voices. And you're telling me that you don't want to see that post? Then what's the point following me? If you follow me, you have to. It's not that you have to see my post, but if I share something important, it's for a good reason. Either for laughter or for education purposes. But let me ask you this question again, ladies and gentlemen. What's the point of having social media platforms if you don't want to be shared content to? That just defeats the purpose of having social media platforms. The cops never showed up. This is why I was saying, let me explain something, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, I did not say that because I didn't make a live stream about it afterwards. But I'm going to say it now. If that was a black man attacking white people on this block, I guarantee you, the fucking police would have been here in seconds. How much you want to bet? I will bet money on that. I will bet my whole entire camera equipment on that bet. I would bet you $10,000 that the police will jump the gun. Oh, rich white person's in trouble. Let's go. Woo! But imagine if I call. Hey, officer, 911 dispatch. Hi, my name is KK Alexander. I'm a documentarian photographer. I'm video recording this white Australian man, British probably, and this man is attacking homeless people and asking them to leave the park when it's their human right to be in the park and sit on the park bench off the sidewalk. If the police allows it, Parks Department allows it, and the city allows it, why can't the civilian allow it? Imagine me calling 911 and actually explaining to dispatcher what is going on. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. They were like, okay, the police would be there. They would have took 20 minutes to get here. Honestly. They would have took 20 minutes. You know why? Because when I was robbed, remember, when I was robbed in October for my other Osprey bag, if you guys recall that, let me change the camera. That's my Osprey bag. I had a Osprey Fairpoint 70. I still have the other part of that bag right here. They took the 2 passports, the EU, the US. They took my daughter's ashes. They took my dental teeth. Yes, I saved all my teeth that came out my mouth. That was in my bag. They stole my Buddhist pray beads. They stole a Japanese hakama that is worth $3,000. Worth $3,000. They took shoes and everything, right? When I called the police, if you go look back at that video, they took 28 minutes to come to the scene of the crime. 28 minutes. Why? Because I explained to the dispatcher. She said, what these gentlemen look like? They're black, like me. African American, but I'm French native. They color skin like me. Okay, so the police would be there. They didn't come for 28 minutes. Go look at that video back in October of 2021, ladies and gentlemen, where I went on a rant. Why the detective tried to play like I was a bad guy. You sure you didn't cause any? You sure you wasn't selling drugs? Remember that, guys? The detective was trying to accuse me of selling drugs to these guys. This is why they probably provoked it to rob me. I was like, I don't even live in this city. I literally just got off the train to come upstairs, and you're telling me that I'm involved in a drug activity that you are assuming. This is what police do. They assume. They don't do detective work. They assume. That's the difference. So with that said, everyone, hey Maka, hey Rita, I'm sorry, but last night the cops did not show up. They did not show up. They didn't care. It's homeless people, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. It's homeless people. If someone's attacking homeless, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. NYPD do not care for the homeless. The mayor doesn't care for the homeless. I say this with discretion. Recently, the mayor of Texas, I said this before, the mayor of Texas and the governor of Texas and the mayor of New York City are having this fucking childish game. The governor of Texas is sending immigrants over here by bus. The mayor of the city is giving away vouchers for food and hotel necessities when the homeless and people of color and poverty are asking for those resources, and you're telling them no. Is that fair to the American people? To tell the American people, no, you cannot have this, but we give it to these immigrants that just came off the bus of Texas. I feel bad for them, don't get me wrong. I feel very bad for them that a governor is sending people into New York. Talking about New York is the ideal place. Guys, right now, the mayor just accepted more people coming off the bus. Wow, this is why a lot of people do not like Mayor Adams. He's a contradicting man. He says one thing, does another. Says this, does another. Says this, change his mind. Says this, he backstabs the homeless community. When he stepped in office, remember guys, you gotta listen carefully. When he stepped in office January 15th, he literally made a statement. We are going to get the homeless off the subway. We're gonna clean up our streets. We're gonna clean our subways. He sure did that. He literally targeted a demographic group of homeless people, trying to keep warm during the winter. He knew that the homeless shelters, he knew that there was no placement for these men and women, because there's not enough place for these men and women. Because if you think about it, half of New York City is homeless. Let me explain. If you still have roommates at the age of 42 years of age, and you still live with 5 roommates, and you never owned your own apartment, you never own your own house, or a car, or a vehicle in your name, then you're homeless. You're poor, just like everyone else on the street. You're barely surviving. You're one paycheck away from being homeless, and you're one eviction away from being evicted from your apartment. So you have to rely on that paycheck. So that means you are homeless. You are struggling, just like men and women on the streets. That doesn't make you any different, because you soon will be struggling at some point when you get laid off your job. Because look at what's going on with the economy right now in New York City. Businesses are closing. Businesses are still struggling. Mind you, this month is restaurant month. Your favorite restaurant that you always wanted to go to is now 50% off. Half price. But not everyone's taking advantage of that. And people in restaurant, their own restaurant business here, are suffering because people are not taking advantage of it. It's supposed to help these businesses regain traction, but it's not. Because you got all these other high-end restaurants that are like, no, come to our restaurant. See? The small mom and pop shops are getting suffering. Keep that in mind. America has money for homeless, but could care less. American loves being butt backwards. Panda, the apple doesn't fall from the tree. Footage from England, what a dump. Oh wow, yeah, I heard about that. I heard about what's going on in England. Whoa, dude, you guys don't know what's going on in England, do you? Okay, the Metropolitan Police are now cracking down on homeless activity in the area. If they're not inside, I read the article. If they're not inside facilities, they would get cited. So this is why I said the other day that the state of Tennessee made it federally illegal to be homeless. How they did that, I have no idea. But there's a homeless bill of rights. Did you know that? There's a homeless bill of rights. Should look that up, ladies and gentlemen. Homeless Bill of Rights. And guess who started those Homeless Bill of Rights? Ibrahim Labrod, Lisa Faye, people in San Francisco that work for homeless advocates out there, people from Washington State. We all contribute to that. Back in 2015, 16, 17. This is why my documentary was shown in a lot of film festivals. This is why I was summoned to the Japanese Film Festival in 2017 to recast that video, re-show that documentary once again to an audience. Boo England. England could be a good place, because come on, I had fun when I was there. Okay, I gotta mute. Mute. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I had to stop the audio because copyright issues. Because you have seen it. People blasting music, and I've been copyright strike. You've seen YouTube try to demonetize my video yesterday, and they got caught lying about it. And when I actually literally wrote to them the dispute, I know the artist, I know where I got it from. I know the source. This is fair use. You're lying to me, YouTube. You're just trying to grab money to support other. Literally, they were trying to literally demonetize it for the other artists, so that other artist can make money. So let's say your video is demonetized and it has limited ads. You don't get money for that. It goes to that artist, and that's not fair. So YouTube, you got caught in a lie, and it's raining right now. It's literally raining right now. YouTube got caught in a lie yesterday, and they admitted it that they were wrong, and they've always been wrong because they did this to another video that happened 6.5 years ago that I uploaded, and now they want to try to demonetize it. With that said, everyone, yes, oh man, I need to cover this stuff. Sorry guys, I need to cover this stuff. It's raining right now. literally raining. Oh my panda. I have the worst fucking luck in the world. Not only I was food poisoning tonight, now it's raining. Miss All, they're not going to stop messing with my funds. What they're trying to do is eliminate some YouTube channels. And then trying to change the policy. They're trying to say, now if you don't have, I guarantee it's going to happen. If you don't have 5,000 subscribers, you're not going to be monetized. If you look at my subscription account, it has not gone up. It's been going down, or it just paused. I don't understand how is that possible when I'm looking at the descriptions and looking at the people that subscribed to my channel recently. I'm like, wait, it's been like 20 people that subscribed. Why is the number not going up? That doesn't make sense either. But with that said, everyone, I have to wait till it stops raining so I can go to Long Island City. There's the NYPD right now. But with that said, everyone, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit later. But as I said earlier, it is not fair that these people, the people in this neighborhood, treat the homeless people like they're trash. It's not fair. It is not right. We have rights, and I want someone in this neighborhood to literally contest me, because I will literally sue them for defamation, and I'm suing them for harassment. Oh wow, it is literally raining right now. Oh shit. We need to move. So I gotta go, guys. I need to move.